Hey guys, AC Network here, coming at you with another video. So today I wanted to take a look at yet another set of unreleased Ben 10 aliens. If you don't know already, this is part 3 of a series of videos where we've been taking a look at different unreleased aliens. Part 1 we took a look at Tom Perkins' designs, and part 2 we took a look at Derek J. Wyatt's designs, and if you haven't seen those videos, I'll leave a link to both of them in the description below. But like I said, this is part 3 where we're going to be taking a look at all of the remaining current unreleased aliens. And notice that I said current. Well, yes, we're going to be taking a look at every unreleased alien that's left today. There are still more being made over time. Tom Perkins and Derek J. Wyatt have been releasing new designs over time for some aliens that were either canceled during production or aliens that they're just coming up with now. So for now, this is part 3, the final part. But in 6 months from now, or even a couple months from now, we could be having a bunch of new aliens that Derek J. Wyatt and Tom Perkins released. And then when that happens, I will make a part 4 to this series. But without further ado, let's get into this. So first and foremost, I want to start off with another alien that didn't appear in Ben 10 Omniverse, but is actually an official alien. So this is the look at Omniverse Fasttrack. If you guys don't know already, Fasttrack is one of 4 aliens that Ben had unlocked but did not appear in Omniverse, the others being Jetray, Spitter, and Chameleon. Those we took a look at in part 2, but Fasttrack wasn't actually made until after I recorded part 2, so here he is now. And as you can see, there are 2 different designs for Fasttrack, one of which where he has glasses on and the other without glasses. I actually really like both of these. I don't know if I prefer one over the other. I think the glasses look really cool. It kind of is a little bit similar to Accelerate though, having that Accelerate has a visor and then Fasttrack has glasses here, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of do like it with the glasses. As I said before, this alien did not appear in Omniverse, and that was because the executives were complaining that Ben had too many aliens, so that is why Fasttrack and the other 3 aliens I mentioned were never in Ben 10 Omniverse. And before I move on to the next set of aliens, I do want to mention that this design is by Derek J. Wyatt, and I'll be saying who made each design as we go along. But the next 2 aliens were actually made by Tom Perkins, and they were conceptually created during the run of Omniverse, but they didn't make the show for whatever reason. The first of which is Mealy Mouth. Mealy Mouth has the power that it can control minds with its voice, with each mouth having a different tone of voice, and they can actually all talk simultaneously at the same time. It's also said that Mealy Mouth is a great liar. And as you can see on screen, that is the design for Mealy Mouth. It is definitely one of Ben's more creepy aliens. And a little fun trivia fact about this one is Mealy Mouth, as you can see, the name is spelled there, but it is actually spelled incorrectly, and Tom Perkins admitted that he made a typo, didn't realize that it was M-E-A-L-Y instead of M-E-E-L-Y. So that's a little fun fact trivia for you guys. Our next alien from Tom Perkins is actually Crabtastic. Crabtastic is described as being extremely strong, with its claws being able to tear through anything. He also has 360 vision, he has the ability to breathe underwater, and can climb surfaces. This alien looks kind of funny to me. I mean, it kind of reminds me, I don't know why, I really think this looks like a Dr. Animo creation. Like, I don't know, just the hair, the white fur rather, just really reminds me of Dr. Animo, and even the face kind of looks like Dr. Animo's face to me. The antennas and the green eyes remind me of Dr. Animo's green goggles. So I don't know, this one just really looks like Dr. Animo to me, or one of his creations. And one other thing I'd like to mention about both Crabtastic and Mealy Mouth is I'd love to see Derek J. Wyatt do his own take on these designs in the future. Since they were created conceptually during the run of Omniverse, I'm curious to see what they would have looked like in that style. Now our next 2 aliens are actually from plays, and these are plays that were exclusive to Asia and France respectively. Our first alien is Squid Strikerrox, who has a powerful grip that can crush enemies, with its tentacles being described as helping him feel others' emotions. He can squeeze into small spaces, spray ink that can blind enemies or make them slip, and he can breathe underwater. As you can tell from its design, he's obviously a squid, and a lot of its powers are based on actual real-life abilities of a squid. And I'm not sure where this design originated from, who actually created this art that I'm showing on screen, but it is based off of the costume in the play, along with Rox. Rox is another alien that was in the play, and his powers are described as the following. He can adapt to his environment, has enhanced strength, and can cause earthquakes. Like I said before, I don't know who made this thumbnail here, this little design, but it is based on the costume in the play. And a little fun trivia fact for you guys is, according to Derek J. Wyatt, if Cartoon Network had allowed the crew on Ben 10 Omniverse to have more aliens appear in the show, then both Squid Striker and Rox would have eventually made an appearance. So that is interesting to hear, that if maybe Cartoon Network didn't say, hey, we don't want any more aliens in the show at around season 5, then maybe we would have seen these two and they would be official Ben 10 aliens. But as for their designs, I think they're both pretty cool. I do think that Rox's ability is a little bit lacking when compared to Squid Striker, but I do think it's cool that he can cause earthquakes. So the rest of the aliens in today's video have actually appeared in official Cartoon Network marketing material, the first of which is Plantopocalypse. Plantopocalypse powers are described as follows. It can ingest large amounts of matter and use it to grow in size. It's able to pretty much eat anything, and its vines are described as being very strong, and it was a part of the Ben 10 Ultimate Access promotion alongside Bob the Blob and Antigravla Tesla, who were featured in part 2 of this series. And as you can see, it is pretty massive. It is a huge plant, but there are actually smaller versions of it, and as it eats more and more things, it gets larger and larger, as you can see on screen. As for the actual artwork I am showing, the first one is from the commercial itself, and the other two were made by someone, but I can't find out who that someone is, so whoever made it, shout out to them. But yeah, they do look pretty cool, and I actually really like this alien conceptually, and I don't know how Ben would have used it fighting bad guys. This honestly seems to me like this would be a cool idea for a villain in Ben 10, more so than one of Ben's aliens, but nonetheless, I do really like it. So as I said, the rest of the aliens in this video are part of different promotional material for Ben 10, with the next 4 being created by different contest winners, the first of which is named Moyo. His powers are described as being able to change the color of its body to blend in with its surroundings, so basically camouflage, and it can also swim very fast. And as you can see by its design, it kind of reminds me of something, one of the monsters you see in Victor and Valentino. I don't know why it gives me that vibe, but a little fun fact of trivia for you guys, it was created by Nampilo Moyo, and I'm sorry if I pronounced the name wrong, who was the winner of the Cartoon Network Animation Generation contest in 2014. But I do think this is a pretty cool alien, honestly. It reminds me a little bit of Jury Rig when I'm looking at it now, but it is distinctively different enough to make it its own cool thing. But also, power-wise, it's very similar to Chameleon, you know? It has the ability to camouflage itself, which is basically Chameleon's ability, although instead of actually becoming invisible, this alien would just change its color, so I guess it is different to a certain degree. Next up, we have Invincible, whose powers are described as being able to transform into different objects. This one reminds me of Blocks just because it can transform into different things. That's kind of what Blocks does, but obviously Blocks is based on like a Lego monkey, so there is a difference there. I don't even know what this is based on, honestly. It's kind of like a shadowy figure. It reminds me of, for those of you who have seen the original Clone Wars by Genndy Tartakovsky, I don't know the name of the alien, but it reminds me of that gladiator-like alien in that series. I'll try to see if I could find an image and put it up on screen, but yeah, it reminds me of that. And this alien was created by Matthias Vadnai, who was the winner of the Ben 10 Alien Force drawing competition. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Next up, we have Shadow Man, whose powers are described as being able to blend in with the dark. And we have 2 different images for this one, the first of which you obviously have seen now. The second one is a hologram of Ben going to use it on the Omnitrix. And interesting enough, the designs kind of look different between the 2 of them. The first design reminds me of Upgrade, honestly, and the second one really reminds me of Zetsu from Naruto, when the black and white Zetsu are still together. Really reminds me of that, but I do think it looks really cool in the hologram form. It really does look like a cool alien, and the trivia for this one, who created it, is Wikto Zabinski, who was again the winner of Ben 10 Alien Force drawing competition. Next up, we have Stretchy Leo, and Stretch Leo can stretch to grab and restrain others, and as you can see, He's kind of like a black alien with stretchable limbs with a blue torso. Reminds me of Plastic Man from DC just based on its powers and all. And this alien was created by Patrick Nandor Zahul, sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, who was also another winner of the Ben 10 Alien Force drawing competition. That wraps up this video with every remaining unreleased Ben 10 alien. Like I said before, this is everyone as of right now. In a couple days from me recording this video, or in a week from me recording this video, there could be 1 or even 2 more unreleased aliens that are revealed to us. So whenever more aliens get revealed, I will have a part 4 showing you all of those aliens. Anyways, let me know which alien shown today is your favorite. For me, it's probably going to have to be Plant Apocalypse. I really like that alien conceptually, and you know, I really do like Omniverse Fasttrack. I wish we actually had Fasttrack in Omniverse along with the other 3 aliens that never appeared in Omniverse, but as for new aliens, Plant Apocalypse is definitely my favorite from this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.